Hey guys, today we're going to do an LED lighting upgrade to the rear end of the FJ Cruiser, replacing the brake lights, the blinkers, the backup lights, and the license plate lights. First off, here's a side-by-side comparison of the LEDs and the stock halogen bulbs that come on the FJ. You can see on the driver's side I've upgraded to the LED already, compared with the halogen on the passenger side. You can see on the passenger side the lights are quite a bit more dull. They don't have that same bright appearance we've got on this side. So from a appearance standpoint, it looks a whole lot better. It's a lot more bright in terms of visibility. And then you'll see also on the license plate light here, we've got the halogen here and the LED on that side. For the installation, we're using a set of bulbs from Lasfit, really nice quality products. I've used them on my 4Runner and Tacoma in the past and been very impressed with them. They're all plug and play, no error codes, there's no cutting that's required. You just pull out the old bulbs, pop the new ones right back in. Put links to each of them in the description below if you want to check them out. We've got our amber bulb here for the blinkers, the new Lasfit bulb, and the stock halogen bulb. We've got our red bulbs for the brake lights, so the LED and the stock bulb. We've got our backup lights, again the LED and the halogen, and then our license plate lights, we've got the LED and the halogen. All right, so we'll start off with the license plate bulbs here. Just gonna need a Phillips head screwdriver. And we've got a cap on each side that we've got to remove. So remove one screw, two screws. Grab onto that. And then once this is out, then we're going to remove our bulb. In order to do that, we're just going to grab on to each side and gently tug it out. Next, we're going to take our new LED bulb. We're just going to pop it into place. I have found with these that sometimes the orientation is important, so we'll go ahead and do a quick test on it. If it doesn't work, we'll pull it out and just swap it 180 degrees. And as you can see, we're good to go. So we'll take this cap, set it back on here, and we're just gonna push this back up into position and screw in these two screws. It's as simple as that. Replacing the bulbs on the driver's side is pretty simple. On the passenger side, it's a bit more complicated because we've got to remove the subwoofer to get access to the little panel to remove the light bulbs and replace them. So I'm going to cover the process for the passenger side, and then it's self-explanatory for the driver's side. First step is we need a flathead screwdriver or a trim removal tool, and we've got this plastic piece down here on the bottom. We're just going to insert this, pop this plastic cover off, and set it aside. Next, we've got to disconnect this electrical connection here. There's a button on the back side here where my left hand is. We're just going to push in on that and pop this piece out to disconnect the electrical. Next, we need a 10mm socket wrench, and we're going to remove these two bolts, one here and one here. Next up, we've got to remove the cover here on the subwoofer. There are 4 decorative bolts that look like they need to be removed in the corners. They don't need to be, so leave them as they are. And then you may need either a trim removal tool or a flathead screwdriver to pry this front portion off. There we go, cover's off. Next up, we've got two 10mm bolts, one through this hole here, one through this hole. You are going to need an extension on here to get that out, so we'll remove those and then we can pull the subwoofer free. We've got access to our light bulbs. From here, the process is essentially the same between the driver and the passenger side. You're going to need either a trim removal tool or a flathead screwdriver. Just pry in here and remove this access panel. For each of these 3 bulbs, we're just going to go ahead and twist counterclockwise and then pull toward us. This one here is the blinker in our amber. So we'll just pull this out. Take our new bulb, pop it in, hear that click, and then you're going to see that we've got these tabs on the outside. We're going to line those up with the holes in the fixture. Go ahead and turn this around, slide that in, get those holes to line up, and then turn clockwise once it's locked in. There we go. That one is in. Next one here. That's our brake light. Pop that out. Same thing. I'm going to pop in the new one. And then same procedure. Going to put it back into that opening. Line up those tabs and turn it clockwise until it's locked into place. Last one's up top here. Same thing. Turn counterclockwise. Pull it out. And that's our reverse light. Pop that out. Pop our new one in. And take this and likewise feed it into that hole. Line up the tabs. Turn clockwise to lock it in position. Now before closing this up and putting the subwoofer back in, I do recommend that you check out the lights, test them, make sure that they work. Again, sometimes they've got to be turned 180 degrees to work properly, so we'll do a quick test, and then assuming all is good, we'll put this back together. Putting things back together is pretty easy from here. First off, we've got our little access panel here. Let me go ahead and just pop that in place and push it in gently. We're ready to reinstall the subwoofer. Line that up there. Got the two holes down here at the bottom, make sure those are lined up properly. Then we'll start with the 10mm bolts, one here and one there again. And we've got our two 10mm bolts here on the bottom. Go ahead and put those in next. Next, we'll reconnect our electrical connection. Just push in until you hear a click. Then we'll take our panel here, snap it into place. And last, got this panel. It just pops in. That's it. Again, same thing on the driver's side. And that is that. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them in the section below. Again, links to each of these products are provided in the description. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And for more FJ Cruiser videos, be sure to subscribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching.